this call. I will say to you guys that usually at the last moment, there is always a storm. We have a challenge with the chat. We have a challenge with people signing up, with the billing, with the payments. There will be challenges. And you have worked so hard, everyone. You have worked so hard. And whenever I am on the verge of tears, do you know who do I call? I call Barbara. Is that true or not, Barbara?
Oh, yes, many years now. And vice versa, if I'm like that as well. So
you've been such a friend of mine. And how did I get to know you? This would be very helpful for the team.
I had read for the first time his book, and it was Survivor. I'm a voracious reader. I read all kinds of genres, and I love World War II, historical fiction, all of those type things, because my own parents lived through that time, and my grandparents, and everybody was military, and big, huge background of military people and where they went and what happened to them. And my father was a twin, and he and his brother were on the same submarine for 9 months underwater.
During World War II?
Yes.
Barbara, why do you think that 11 million people read The Nightingale and that millions of readers are interested in World War II?
Because we're hungry for history and meaning in life. And these people that went before us, these times before us, give us an example of people who maybe didn't have a lot, but they had visions. They wanted to save people in their countries. And the way that you all have come together from different cultures, different backgrounds, is so impressive to me. I'm so very touched to meet you, to see you, to know what you all have been doing. Congratulations. It's not easy. Nothing worthwhile is easy. I'm here to tell you. My husband and I started our own company, just the two of us, and we thought, oh, we can do this, nurse, doctor, we know. No, and no, and no. And it took a long time to get the contracts to keep us afloat.
This is exactly where we are right now. I think was like, oh, we'll just do a webinar. And then, editing maybe 30 hours of material into 10 hours of a good webinar.
Of course. Yeah.
Now writing the chat, struggling with artificial intelligence. It's very, very frustrating. What would you say to us, being maybe exhausted?
We stayed exhausted for about 20 years. So yeah, I mean, and still kept going. And it turned out to be a major success. And it was just the two of us, but we started out with one contract. It was DFW Airport, which is an international. Yeah. We took it away from a medical school, if you can imagine.
It was the two of you, but eventually you trained.
Eventually we trained many people that became spokespeople for the business.
And you gave a certification, is that correct?
Yes, and I would do the writing, I would do the negotiating, and my husband would do the speaking engagements. And at first, he could hardly do it. He would choke up. He would feel embarrassed. He got so good at it that he overbooked. You
guys, some of the technicalities that I have speaking in front of an audience is thanks to Barbara training me.
Yeah, when I first met John, he was a lot shyer, and he did answer my letter, which shocked me because I'd never ever written to anyone before to tell them how touched I was by their writings and their story. And it wasn't long until I saw that he had answered me, and that began a lifelong consulting relationship and a friendship that goes beyond just writing. We encourage each other.
Why do you think your name is included in the end of the book, in the end of one of the books?
probably because I was pushing you when you didn't want to be pushed, and vice versa with me, because I lost Roy. I lost the love of my life a few years ago, just a couple of years ago. And I've had to learn how to be on my own and how to still converse with the people that want to know our story. In fact, I'm almost finished with it, thanks to John and much guidance. And it's called Saving Lives, Including Mine. And so I am so proud of you all. You're tired for a reason, because you're creating something exceptional, something different, something meaningful, and something that won't be forgotten either. This is just kind of the beginning, but you guys deserve to be tired. I recognize that, and so does John. He's worked so hard ever since I've known him. He's had dreams and visions. Many have already come true, but many more will.
This team, Barbara, has been working 24/7,
wow.
including weekends.
Wow.
Peace has been working straight nights. Francis has been working straight nights. All of us have been. Sarim goes to sleep at 4 a.m. and then gets up to work.
There are rewards at the end of this. Don't worry.
I don't think that they can see any reward, to tell you the truth.
There are rewards. I know there are. And don't doubt that. Don't doubt that, because not giving up is the key to success. Do you want to many times? Absolutely. Don't do it, guys. Don't do it. Don't do it, because you won't ever be able to go back with the momentum that you have now.
This is the momentum that we have been building for not for weeks and also not for months. I think it's years in the making. It's different iterations of your book team, of John Kiss Publishing, of John
Sure.
Kiss, different iterations trying to get the model right. What do you think about this editorial fellowship that we are offering? It's we're a little bit concerned about it, possibly.
It is forward thinking. It is something that's not offered. This is what Roy and I tried to do. We tried to offer things to paramedics, to EMTs. Many of our people that were working for us went on to medical school and are now doctors. They don't forget the ones that got them started, which is namely me. The service was so big that we had to turn people away.
Wow.
And so I'm telling you, the rewards are not, you can't see them yet, but they're there. Not only in recognition, monetarily, anything, just envision all these things. It's something that's not a lot of people can do this. I'm so impressed with all the different cultural backgrounds here. This brings such incredible passion from all different directions.
Yeah, it really does. And thank you for acknowledging that. Each person here brings a different flavor.
Yes, yes.
And it shows in the webinar. It really shows. People are concerned that a webinar over 10 hours long may be overwhelming for the viewer. What do you think about that?
I think that the viewers that get into this are going to want a lengthy and want something that they can really fall back on and look at. So I think, although it sounds long, when you get into it, it's probably not as long as you think. I know that my husband had a hard time speaking publicly. We even sent him to a class, which didn't work out. He couldn't do it. At the end, we had to stop him from talking. So don't give up, guys. I'm here to tell you, I'm living on the legacies that we created now.
Great. In a minute, I'm going to open the floor for questions, you guys. If you have questions for Barbara, in the meantime, Barbara, we're building a live a webinar that feels and looks live, do you think that there are advantages to a live product versus a YouTube video?
I absolutely do, and I base that on the fact that they did record all of Roy's lectures, all of his teachings. He wrote 3 huge books that I still have. In fact, another doctor recently offered me money to be able to use Roy's protocols. He didn't want to pay the price I asked for, but he will. Because he's not going to be able to get that anywhere else.
That's great. That's exactly the legacy that you're speaking about.
Yeah. And there is a legacy for you all. Look how young and smart and talented you are. You're reaching for the moon and you're touching the stars already.
Thank you so much, Barbara. Questions, anyone? I have a lot of questions, but I want to open the floor to questions. Sarim, Francis, Peace, Angel, Alexandru, Pia, questions.
Like, I had a question, like, what do you think would be the best way to sort of capture like our target audience's like attention to the webinar? Like, what do you think is like the best way to like reach them?
The best way to reach them is going to be doing something all together, and you each say some kind of wording that you choose. Obviously, you're talented enough to do that, but be seen. Be seen with your leader, with the person that had this vision, and it will interest people. It will open up the curiosity box, and people, and don't say everything. Don't say everything in front. I've had to learn how to be a little bit selfish with just like this physician wanting these protocols. And I thought, oh my God, Roy never told me I could sell these, but they are copyrighted. So one door opens another.
So what you're saying to Pia is present the team,
Yes.
talk about what you're doing,
Yes.
But leave a lot of room for curiosity.
Leave a lot of room for future questions,
Right.
future interest. You don't say everything up front. That's what opens the doors to people. So I would say presentation with you all, enough to throw out a line, a reel, but don't bring it back in too quick.
Right. That's a wonderful advice. I didn't think about that. That's great. Pia, awesome question.
That was a good question.
Yeah, let's get some more questions. See, this is great.
I have one.
Sure.
Okay, so since this is like a very big webinar, do you think people are going to be expecting more out of the company based off the webinar, especially down the future?
In the future, it will take care of itself. Don't worry about that part. What you're going to worry about now is the presentation in the right way, which to me would be into increments that are enticing, that people can come back to. You know how you see a movie or a story and you think, God, I want to know more about that. I want to hear the rest of it. And I've learned how to do that even by myself. So interest creates interest. I don't think it's going to be too long. I think it's going to be just right. And then who knows what the future holds after this takes.
Great. Angel, does that answer your question?
Yes.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Will you be joining us? Will you be joining us?
Will I? We'll have to talk to the boss about that.
Yeah. Tomorrow, Barbara has an important meeting that I'm going to be with her in my heart. But I think for future webinars, she's going to join us. 100%.
Absolutely. I'd love to. Thank you. If you want that, I'll be available. I kind of work with experience, but off the top of my head, because I think of being a nurse all those years for a senior doctor. He taught me how to not say everything at once.
Mm-hmm.
When patients would come in, instead of saying, oh, blah, 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 and blah, we would wait and listen to them first, because people cannot absorb everything immediately that's meaningful. That's just been my experience. So what you all are doing, the time you're spending, the hours, the days, the nights, you won't be sorry.
I love that. Any other last questions?
So aside from the elderly audience, do you think this kind of webinar is going to resonate with young people?
Young people, and we had a lot of young people that would join in, and we learned from them, they learned from us. We have 4 sons, so we know all about young people, but I would say this: curiosity. You all are so enlightened and so talented that you probably don't even realize how much so. Things that we never could do, we're learning from you. So I just think if you stay true to what you're doing and the passion that you're creating with each other, you're going to see it before you think you will. It's just going to happen. Don't doubt that. Don't doubt that, guys.
Great. I'll ask a question. Some people may be concerned about, John crying on camera. What do you think about that?
I think it gets to the heart of the importance. Emotions are real, and we used to stifle them in my generation. We didn't show those emotions, and especially in nursing school and medical school, we were told, don't show that, go in with confidence, act like you know what you're doing, even if you don't, was the advice that we always got. I soon let that go. If a patient was crying because he just lost his child or something, I was right there with him. In fact, I was reprimanded for being too close to the people, but they came back. They're part of my story and my history. Mm-hmm. I have something I want to show y'all real quick. This is, let's see, here it is.
It's exciting. We'll see what Barbara has to show, and then you guys will go back to.
Okay, this. Can you see this? It's a little handmade dog that an 85-year-old man carved.
Oh, beautiful.
For my husband, and I hope y'all can see it. It's just precious. He brought it. He said, Doc, I don't have much money. I don't have much of anything, but I made this for you. This was in and I'm looking right now, 89, and he brought it, and we still have it. And I look at it, and I see that old man's face. So little things y'all aren't even thinking of are going to happen. You don't know. The future is here for the taking, because y'all are young. You're smart. You've got it. Knowing what I know now, I wish I was your age. But years do teach you if you let it happen. And that's where John comes in. He's older than he thinks. And I mean that in a good way. He's like an old soul in a young body. Does that make sense? Yeah. That's true. I mean, he and I've talked through the night before on different things. He had a lot of history that I learned. I never knew anybody from another country that, oh, by the way, John, contribute, not contribute.
Thank you so much. Contribute.
Contribute.
All the time.
Yeah,
Contribute.
hear my voice, contribute.
Contribute. Thank you so much for that. Contribute.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Contribute, not contribute. It's easy to mix that up, but somebody will notice
No, 100%. And keep
Yeah.
correcting me. And I think this is a good lesson for all of you. You guys, I'm still working on my English. So,
You know, if y'all want to ever add, not that I know everything in the world, but I did learn a lot in all these years, and writing speeches for my husband, and writing, you know, writing this book about our history, I'm surprised we could do all that. So don't be surprised that you all can do what you're doing.
Yeah.
You've got the DNA, you've got the youth, you've got the brains, you've got everything, the talent.
yeah.
Use it. It will come back to you in so many ways.
And I would tell you, Barbara, that without this team, there would have never been a webinar. There would have never been a webinar. And Sarim knows it more than anyone else here. Like it took a village. It took a group effort.
Sure does.
to make it come.
Yes.
And you know, we had a date in the past, and then we pushed it, and now it's really happening thanks to this team.
That's so great.
I'm so excited about us being able to share more of our gifts with more people like you. Maybe not as sweet and as pretty as you, Barbara, but more people who really love books.
I love books. I love books. And I know many people. I started a book club here where I'm living.
How many books do you read a year, say?
Oh my gosh, John. Ever since I was, well, even when I was in school, even when I was in college, even when I was learning, I would read more than what was required.
How long does it take you to read a book?
Fast.
How long?
But you know what I do? I read it fast and then I go back.
She is so like humble about this. Barbara can read a book in a day.
Yeah, I can. But I go back and pick and choose. And sometimes I even make notes. I got that from my grandfather. He would read these books under an old-fashioned tree. And I got those books when they passed away. He had written notes all in these about what he thought that meant and so I come from a long line of people that loved to read, loved to learn.
Wow.
This is the key to everything y'all are doing. This is the key. You're opening the door.
And Barbara, do you think that we can find other readers who will be willing to pay our, $5,000 a month for this program?
That's going to have to be presented in a special way. But yes, there are lots of people who are willing to pay for the talent that you all are presenting. We just don't know who they are or where they are, but we can find them. We can find them.
Right.
And it's going to be people that are a little bit older, like myself, that have time to do this, that have the resources to do this. And once we get some of those, then more will come and more will come. I think there's a target market here.
Okay, great. Any other question from you guys before we let Barbara go?
I have a
Barbara,
question.
just to ask your opinion on where do you think this target audience, in your opinion, is hanging out on?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear the whole question. What?
I'm just asking, where do you think our target audience is hanging out on the internet?
Where do you think our target audience is?
I think the target audience are going to be people that are in their, senior years.
Barbara,
But
let me ask you, do you think that they are on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok?
they're not on those platforms. Why? Because we didn't learn those. Those all came about and we had to learn them. What we need to do is contact people in groups. Like, I know there's lots of groups here that do things together, and other places. I would gladly go and speak to these people. I would gladly do. So the target is going to be a little bit more, not old by any means, but more senior, successful people that have learned to read before they learned all the things that you all know.
Yeah.
Because we had to read everything.
Yeah. That's a great question, Sari.
Does that answer what you're thinking?
Does that answer?
Yes,
Sarah?
it does. It does.
Perfect.
I
And,
think
and go ahead, please.
okay. So we have a product and we are going to sell this product. My question is, what more can we do to add value to what we already have?
What do we?
What more can we, so we have the product. What more can we do to add more value, to the view of the web?
Meeting of these talented young people that I'm looking at right now, the ones behind all of this. Don't be shy. I want y'all to be seen. I want you to be heard. You know, and I will go and talk. After I left nursing, I went into medical sales, and they locked us up for 3 weeks. So we would learn all the products and we would know by heart how to sell these. So the instructors were the key to this. There was a man and a woman. They answered all our questions. They kept us interested. Then they had us stand up and show what we had learned. So being seen, don't be shy. And you either, John, because you used to be. But, you know, this is how people want to put a face behind the talent.
Yes. I think this is something that I'm taking from this call today, showing the team, having the people see the team so that they understand what the academy is about.
Absolutely. And the hours and the time and the thoughts and the sharing. You're learning how to create something that's different, that's going to be meaningful to. And then the fact, John, that you were talking about adding a name, a dedication, these things interest me. So I know, because most of the people, many are much older than I, want to remember someone and be reminded of something special in their life. That's a good thing. And one of the few about getting a little older, you learn the value. And it's not, and that leads to more success. I don't think my husband ever thought he was going to be as successful. He was living on a farm in Maui, Hawaii. They had no money. They didn't have any indoor plumbing. They had nothing. But he dreamt of being a doctor. And he did. But what he did with the doctor is write things that nobody else thought of.
Yeah, you guys were innovators.
We were. He was a pioneer. And
together with you. And I think that has been an example for me over the past 6 years of knowing you.
Yes.
That, you know, you helped me to dream this editorial fellowship, to dream the in memoriam, to dream the royalties. Do you want to say a word about the royalties, the fact that we are offering a piece of royalties to the fellows who will be joining?
I think what we need to do, and this is just off the top of my head, is, you know, for years I would go to bookstores and watch people lecture, authors. And that was the old-fashioned way of doing it. But do you know how many people would show up, buy books, tell their family, or get these things for gifts? So that helped me to break the ice on standing in front of an audience. That wasn't easy to do, you know, standing in front of people that you know are going to spend money on something that you're doing. So don't be shy about the price. John will handle that. He's come long way. And you all have come a long way.
We've charged more than that.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Barbara, I want to thank you. Unless anyone has any question, they all have big lists of tasks on our free time. So,
do y'all get to eat or sleep sometime?
Sometimes.
Okay. John, they have to eat and sleep sometime, okay? I'm just saying, this is the mother in me, okay? So I'm just saying. But you know what happens? You come out even more creative. Seriously, feed that talent, feed that body, feed that mind.
Yeah.
And I wish you all everything good in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Barbara, I'm going to call you in a few minutes.
Okay.
Thank you so much for being so generous with us, with your time and your expertise and your wisdom and your big heart.
I enjoyed it very much. Best to you all, but stay healthy, stay strong, and keep going. Don't give up. That's the key. Don't give up. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, what a joy.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to ask
Call me.
you.
She was so nice.
John, why did you scare Pierre?
She was so nice.
Run away. Why did John scare you, Pierre? Then, like, told you horror stories.
Ask Angel. How didn't he say? Didn't she say things that were terrifying? Yeah.
John, why did you tell horror stories to Pia? Like she was scared of contacting her.
She was so nice.
Yes, she was, and she's amazing, and she is amazing. I think that I've learned so much from her over the years. I'm going to ask us all to share one thing that we took from the meeting with Barbara. Let's go. Let's go according to any order that you guys want to. But let's have every person speak. Pia, I'm giving you the mic first, and then you can pass the mic.
I just feel like she was such, like, listening to her gave at least me, and I hope everyone else, like, a different, like, perspective. Because at first I was doing this and I was wondering, I was like, I know this is going to work. I know this is going to be a success, but I was sort of wondering exactly where we would find these people. And just listening to her and, like, just explaining to us that there are people, like, around her age that are actually, and she also, like, said, there are people, like, I feel like us as young people who have, like, grown with, like, the internet and, like, all the technology, we don't usually keep in mind that there are people that have, like, grown without it, and they had to, like, do other things in order to entertain themselves, and one of those things were books. And
Yes.
so there are people that, like, are more interested in that sort of thing, and so that sort of memorial is, like, I feel like she like sort of gave me another perspective and made me think about, like, who we're targeting.
Perfect. Pass the mic to whoever you want. What are you taking from today?
Go, Sarim. You're right in front. You're right on top of me. Like, you're
Well, I think we're all very down. The recent, like the last week, it's very busy. At least for me, it was, and for all of us, it was. And when you experience that, you just only negative thoughts come to your mind. But talking to her, like, I'm already more positive. She is way older than us. She's older, she's weaker, but she has a more positive, stronger mind than us. At least at the moment. So, positive perspectives, positive thoughts are helpful, and it's amazing to see how this positive spirited she is. She's just good. She's a motivator.
She is a motivator.
and she's so nice.
So nice. She's so nice. She's amazing.
Yesterday, it terrified me yesterday, but she's so. I was like, I don't see it. She's so nice.
It's so nice. No, I agree. And I would say, Sarim, that yes, she is positive, and she also knows the market. There's a huge market for this product. How do I know that? Because Barbara is our target audience. I didn't want to say it bluntly, but Barbara has paid JKP, YBT thousands of dollars over the years. Thousands of dollars voluntarily. We didn't even have products. So if someone said, take my money, and thrusting it on us without a product, without Francis setting up a pay page, without a product. Imagine yourself how much, how many Barbaras do you guys think there are out there?
There should be thousands.
Thousands at least, right, Alexandru? Thousands. Many, many, many. And Pia, like you said, the books were their TikTok 50 years ago. Books were their Facebook, their Instagram. It was books. For them, books is something that I don't think we'll ever be able to understand. Well done, Sarim. Sarim, who do you pass the mic to?
Angel.
Oh, okay. So from what I learned from her, she's a sharp cookie, especially when it comes to advertising and marketing. Besides knowing like the target audience, but she is right. We should at least do something that not her generation would actually expect us to do, but having this product and make sure we have it, it's going to grow over the years, over and over and over, knowing that it's quite amazing to have.
And what did she tell you about the future?
Just to not worry about it. It's going to take care of itself.
I love that. Because Sari mentioned that, we can worry ourselves to, how do you say it, incapacitation?
To death.
To death. We can worry ourselves to death, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, this is not working. How will we find the people? If they call, what will we do? We can worry about that, but we can also just take it one day at a time. Right now, we have about less than 30 hours until we launch, right? 28 hours until we launch. It's 28 crazy hours, but that's what we should focus on, not hour 29 or hour 30, just the 28 hours that we have in front of us.
We're all taking the day off on Friday, John.
Hey, you should. I will be here, but you all should be taking the day off. I agree. Yeah, 100% I agree. All right. Angel, who do you pass the mic to?
I'm going to pass it to Peace.
Please.
Okay. I think two things stood out for me while talking, and it was the first one is the value of books, and just how she encouraged us to always read. And the second one is I love the fact that she values history, and like she how she spoke about history and also shared her experience, our own personal experience. So those are the things that stood out for me.
Great. Who do you pass the mic to?
Alex.
Yeah, I knew it. Sorry if I sound a bit weird, because like I'm a bit like I have a cold, so my voice sounds weird and my nose is stuck. So, but yeah, I like Barbara's vibes. She was very I don't know how to say, it's punky and sharp, and it brought a lot of positivity, which is very needed, because the past few weeks was very stressful. Like you can see on people's faces, it's kind of stressful. So it gives perspective, and like makes it like sound like it's like all that hardship was worth it. It's like it's gonna bring us rewards in the future and stuff like this. Like so. So I'm not 100% right now because I have a cold. So, but
you're good, Alexandra. You're good. Don't worry.
Thank you, Alexandra, and thank you for working weekends and sickness. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I've tried to keep my arms up. My arms are kind of tired now because I tried to keep them up.
You can put them down. And Alexandra, do you mind passing the mic to Francis?
Yes, to Francis, because by elimination, you're the only one who did the talk.
Thank you. So I think one thing I took from Barbara.
So it must be connection.
Yeah, a little bit internet.
Was that she, and telling us not to give up on our dreams, to keep working hard. So seeing an elderly person or hearing an elderly person give such words to me actually means a lot.
I love that. Yeah, so to keep dreaming and to keep pursuing, right, Francis? Good, good. Thank you so much, Francis. And you guys, Francis is an example of, having challenges with internet and at the same time managing to deliver on all the promises. So
he's been a savior these past days. Like, how do I do this? And you're like, contact Francis. Like, Francis, and like 5 seconds later, he will answer, and he will be like,
Prince was amazing yesterday because me and Piers were like, well, we're cooked. What do we do? So we'll call Francis, and I got in touch with Francis, and I brought him in. It's like, oh, help us out, because we are, and he helped us.
He's there. We call him Francis help, and he'll be like in meet 98 or 92 in like 5 minutes. It's amazing.
Yeah, I would agree. And you have even you guys don't even know what Francis does.
No, but you are, honestly, you really have saved, like for the AWS, for example, that I was like, what is that? I was like, I didn't even know what it was. It's like, contact Francis, and Francis is like, okay, I'll be there in 5 minutes. This isn't working. And he stayed like an hour and a half working on it, and he fixed it.
Yeah.
I was like,
thank you.
I'd like us to play a game and then we'll wrap up. Are you up for a short game?
Yeah. Sure.
Sounds like Jigsaw. I want to play a game.
So it's called the thank you baton. Thank you baton. So you pass the thank you baton to someone, and then that someone passes it to another person. Okay? So we pass the thank you baton. It can also go back to the same person again. It can go back, like you can pass it to anyone who already spoke. Okay? Feel free to pass it around. It's easy, it's fun, and I enjoy this game so much. I'm going to pass the thank you baton. This is always the phrase. I'm passing the thank you baton. I'm passing the thank you baton. I'm passing the thank you baton to Sarin. Sarin, without you supporting me for so many years in knowing book covers and fighting over the design of the Star of David and the colors of the shade of the tears, and you have always been very patient with me. And this project will have never come to pass without you. Never, ever come to pass. When I was in analysis paralysis and in over-perfectionism, you would hit me with Alex Hormozi type leadership. And I've learned so much from you. I'm passing you the thank you baton with more gratitude than I can express.
Thank you very much, John. I appreciate it. I always working with you. That's the reason I from day one, the reason why I stuck around and all this time I was here. I enjoyed working, and I always hope that we're going to turn this into something big. Eventually, I would hear your words one day we'll do this with AI, and I want to direct this. So I'm hoping that this project is taking us there. This is the thing I'm hoping that, right? I'm not as optimistic as everyone else.
It goes It comes in waves, Sarim. Sometimes I'm very optimistic, and some days I'm like, I don't know if this is gonna work.
Exactly.
It comes in waves.
Yeah, you're right. It's an enjoyable time. And I hope it will also be becoming wealthy.
Exactly.
Continue to work. I'm going to pass the thank you baton to Pia.
To Pia?
Yeah, to Pia.
And when you pass the thank you baton, tell us, why do you thank Pia? What are you thanking Pia for?
Oh, so I didn't understand the game.
No one understood the game, and I chose you because you're so quick on your feet.
I think you have to, when you pass the baton, you have to like also thank her for why she's great and what you want to thank her for.
Yes, exactly.
Well, Pia has been absolutely amazing to work with. Like I was in some of these meetings, I was just there because I'm enjoying it. I didn't really have much to do, but would be as a helper, and she would have something come up, and I would support or help in whatever way I could. It has been an amazing time with her. So yeah, thank you, Pia, for your help. She's the glue of the team. She's absolutely the glue of the team. So I'm passing the thank you baton to you. Thank you for your great work.
Thank you, Sareem. No, really, like, can I pass the baton to everyone? Just because with Sareem, I was I remember when I first the first day we met, I was like, Sareem is so serious, and but then I remember the day, it was I think on Friday night, that it was just you and me. And we were talking, and we started talking and joking, and I was like, "Oh, Sareem has a funny side." And he was, and every time I asked him something, he's so helpful, and he'll be like, "Okay, let me see what I can do. This, I can do this. What do you want me to do?" So it was, and I feel like we've developed this working relationship that's actually a fun relationship, and we joke, and I finally see Sareem is not so serious, because I used to think, and John was like, no, you have to get him out of his shell, because he'll be serious. But and I'm glad that I was able to see. There we go. There's a smile. I'm glad that I was able to see a smile. So thank you, Sareem, so much. And also Peace. She's always
Pia, choose one person. So you're passing it to Peace.
I'm passing it. I wanted to say something. I'm passing it to Angel. Okay, I'm gonna pass the baton to Angel, just because she's the one person that has kept me whenever I don't know what I'm doing. I'm so frustrated. John hates us all. I don't know what John wants. It's and she would calmly be like, no, don't worry. It's all good. She's stressed, but we can do this. And I was like, I want to leave this meeting. And she was like, no, don't worry. She'll. And so I feel like Angel has been sort of my pulling down to earth when I was about to go crazy. And so so my basically to Angel, she's heard me I want out. Angel has been my grounding spot, my grounding.
Okay. Thanks.
And we have fun too.
That's it. We have too much fun. I would like to give the thank you baton to Alexandra. I know. So every day when we come in, when we're all a little frustrated or even confused, even without trying, Alexandru does make us laugh in his own way. He'll be like, I'm confused with this one and I feel this way. And we just start laughing, and then we're like, everything's going to be okay. And then we're like, everything's going to be okay. But then this and this and this and this. And then we just continue laughing. So he is our funny guy in our whole entire group, but he is completely cool and sweet. He's a very cool guy when you guys get to know him. So, yeah, we give you the thank you baton. Well, the paw baton. Over to you, right?
Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'm glad that my constant panic mode is funny. Yeah, I'm always like, oh my gosh, are you doing a good job? Yeah, it's I'm always unsure what I'm doing before I go. Where we're on the track, or is it everything going well? I like to pass the thank you baton to Peace, because well, she's doing exemplary work, and she's sitting I heard from John, she's sitting all nighters and doing all this stuff. Wow. I put I think like when I was doing video editing, like I put like a one-nighter, but that was like, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm about to die. But she's doing it constantly. And I was like, how are you doing it? Because I was like, okay, like I'll be passing out. Yeah, yesterday I just saw a message. Like she's like, oh, don't worry, Alex, we got this. You know, it's like, cause I was like, I was like, I was feeling bad because I was feeling useless because I couldn't edit. You know, like I was just doing directions, but like I couldn't do. I was like, oh, it's fine, Alex. You know, you can help us. You know, you can go. It's like, okay. But then I came back next day and it's like, she says like, oh, we stayed till like 5 a.m. And it was like, I felt like crap. I was like, oh my gosh, I left this book. I felt so bad. It's like she's so dedicated and she's doing all this like, it's like she's like, oh, how to say it? It's like she's putting all this work in and she's like spending all this extra time, which I was like, I can't be like, it's like because of my health, I was like, oh, I'll pass out if I'll do that, you know. It's like I did like that like once or twice, like I'm like, you know, so like this, you're amazing. You do a lot of work, like how do I say it? One of the pillars of the team.
Sometimes she makes me feel like I'm not working because she'll be like, I'll be here, and she's like already there, and like she's like,
because you're sitting a lot of hours here. I know that well. So.
I'll tell her you can leave, and she's like, okay, I'll leave, and then I find out that she stayed like 5 more hours.
Exactly. It's like,
yeah, working.
Yeah, so that's good job, Pierce.
Thank you, Alex.
You're welcome.
Okay. I was about to choose Alex.
Sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll choose John. Well, I don't think I have worked, interacted the longest with any person on the call apart from John. I feel like sorry. Excuse me. I feel like John is amazing. In the sense of, I mean, I love his work ethic. He wants to get work done faster. You know how he, even without talking, like indirectly, you can see how he envisions things. You know, just looking back, I wasn't there when JKP 1.0 started, but like just seeing like how I was reading a book. Sorry for diverting. I was reading a book, and then the name of the book is The One Thing, and towards the period where JKP 1.0 ended, that was a period whereby I noticed the very thing I was reading in the book was the same thing that we sort of figured out on JKP. And then that was when I realized that, oh wow, like I just figured out the whole structural thing and everything. But like I just love the way John works. I love the way he's very proactive, I mean, he could have his own strengths and weaknesses, but like, yeah, I think he's amazing. He's an amazing person. He's I mean, he can be a lot sometimes, but like, yeah.
Thank you so much, Peace. Thank you so much. I'm going to pass the baton to Francis, and then Francis, I'll ask you to keep passing the baton. So, Francis, I'd like to tell you that I have thought that you are going to quit maybe about 100 times. Each time, you're being given the wrong team, you're being given people who are not committed. You're basically really a one-person show, but I keep giving you tasks of an entire department. You guys, the executive team and the tech team, I'm not sure, maybe Sarim would remember, used to be about 20 people, about 10 people in the tech team. There was a Michael, there was a Pradeep, there was a whole tech team. And then there was a whole executive team with the calendaring team, with a messaging team, with a like various sub-teams. And Francis is now doing everyone's work, basically. And I don't know how you do that. And sometimes I dislike myself when I give you task number 20. I'm like, oh my God, he's going to quit today. It's okay. It's okay. Let him quit. Let him quit. Like I calm myself, almost embracing myself for when Francis is going to tell me this is too much. And you have not quit. I don't know how you do it. And this is why I'm passing you the thank you baton, Francis.
Thank you, John. Thank you. So I actually just met a few of us. I'm just meeting Pia, Angelique, Alexandru, and Peace. I've known Sarim for a while now, so I'm passing the baton to everybody right now. So you guys are amazing. Working with you so far has been made it easy.
Yeah,
You made it easy for me to help.
So
Yeah.
just so you know, I wanted to pass the baton also to Francis also, because like yesterday, his intervention was really,
Francis, yes, he's been amazing. Like I said, like Francis, you've been amazing. Like these 3 days, I was like, Francis, please, and he's like, I'm there, Francis.
yeah,
and
exactly. He was like, it's like I called him, it's like on one WhatsApp. It's like, hey, Francis, we need your help. It's so I was like, oh yeah, I'm coming in. It's like he's like, oh yeah, super Francis. Like
it's like there's
Thank you.
3 of you.
yeah.
And you won't even believe how he empowers his team. Everyone who's graduated, Francis's team has left with like on cloud 9. There is a person called Favor, and she's still texting me back and forth and telling me, I'm still thinking about Francis. Francis taught me so much. So you don't even know how he is as a manager, which is, I think, an amazing gift that he has in inspiring a team.
Yeah, Favor texts me often. I think she's going for a master's very soon in the Netherlands. So she called to say hi about a week ago. But thank you guys. I look forward to getting this project done with all of you and actually see it succeed. So thank you. I don't have much words, but thank you.
Great, thank you. Francis is passing the baton back to Pia.
He said everyone.
I think he said Pia. Wouldn't you say Pia, Francis?
Okay. Yeah, Pia now.
Okay. I feel okay. I'm gonna pass it now. I'm gonna pass the baton to Peace again, just because I feel like Peace has like everyone already said, and I already feel like I said it a bit, but Peace is amazing. Like you all are amazing, honestly. Like that's why I wanted to pass the baton to everyone. But I feel like Peace is, like I said when Alexandru was speaking, I feel like Peace is always connected and working and doing something. And it's like I said, sometimes I feel like I'm not working because when I log in at like 7:30 in the morning, she's already there. Or when I'm checking the drive for something or looking for a loom or something, she's already there, and I see that it's moving, and it's like, so Peace, thank you so much for like, even if sometimes I feel like she's like the shy one. I feel like Sarim and like Angel and Alexandru and we're all like talking and like, and Peace is always so quiet, but she's always getting something done. So
I'm actually shy too. It's just I got used to it, guys. That's why I'm talking. Because like when I started out, I was like a lot of like Peace. I was like, I was just in the background with my camera.
No, Alexandru, you always have something to say.
Well, yeah, because I got used to it, guys. That's like
historically, Alexandru was very shy.
Yeah.
Very shy and intimidated of me and of the team. I remember. So
yeah, like John is calling all my country.
At least in our team, Alexandru definitely like Angel said, like whenever he logs in, he's there because he will always have something to say. He's always
very good, very good. But continue, Peace, passing the baton to Peace, Pia.
Oh, okay. So no, yes, that's what I was basically. Peace is always ready, always like wanting to. She's like, I don't remember exactly when it was, but I was like, oh, the first time when John spread like the time, because originally we were like 2 hours, and it was like she spread it from 7:30 to 2, and I was like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna spread this? And so Alexandru at 9, Angel, Sareem, and Peace was like, I can do 7:30. I'll like, because no, like it wasn't. So she's just always like wanting to help. She's always working. She's, like I said, she's like literally working 24/7. So at least that's what you like, like at least that's what you show us, basically. I don't know if I'm sure you sleep at some point. I'm not sure when, but I'm sure you sleep, I'm sure you eat, I'm sure you like leave your computer sometimes, but like whenever I log in, Peace is always there working. So thank you, Peace.
Thank you, Pia. Oh, I almost forgot.
On to someone.
Yeah, keep
Please, Angel. So yeah, I think Angel has been very accommodating so far. And I met her. I mean, I know I can ask a lot of questions just to confirm and to double check, and so but like she's always there. Peace, are you okay? Peace, is this clear? Just to confirm. Yeah, just to know if I'm getting it right, and yeah. So yeah, she has been such a great help. I'm so grateful, Angel. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. And thank you.
My angel.
Let me see. I'm gonna send my thank you baton over to Sareem. Even though he and I haven't worked together very much, but for the last couple of days, it has been quite interesting because we're still getting to know each other. And just like how Pia said, he is very funny and can be unserious sometimes. So even when I was working with testing the chat yesterday, he helped me a lot with it. And we both got frustrated, but we both went and we made sure to do it correctly. But we bonded over that. And then, yeah, like he's actually a really funny and cool guy. So thank you for being there when I needed help. So thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate the words, very kind words. I like to make progress since like we're all joining here. So I want to do my best to make sure that we get as much progress as we can. I'm going to pass the thank you on to John, and I'm gonna thank John for like finding a great team, bringing all these people together, and like knowing that these are the people that are going to work with me and going to work closely with these people, and this is how I'm going to build my next project. So thank you to John for picking the right people, bringing them together, and looking forward to this project, from working together and maturing this.
Great. I love this team. Thank you. And I'm going to wrap it up in a minute. I want us to take a screenshot. You guys are so pretty looking. Let's do a smile at the camera. Great. And